he's just happy about that because, and they will be happy now that this is exactly what's happening. His Night Stalker is still fairly tanky. He does have the stout shield and a lot of arm and health points, so they're just holding onto the stun for as long as they can. Go for the body blocks, into the right clicks, into everything that they can to maximize the damage output that they have. And if they have a little bit more, yeah, it should be the first blood. Maybe not with a fairy fire.
Why you turn around?
Oh, I know exactly what happened there.
Or misplaced. Top lane. This Undying is getting low.
Play hard. Well though, and yeah, well it's Undying. True to his name right now, but last right click from something following him. Yeah, from Skimblue.
With the arcane rune
on top lane here, Tombstone is down. They get rid of it. Skimblue is dropping very, very low and will be falling. RR, well, the target of that Ignite. Lumic continue to fight here together with RR. Night Stalker coming back in and want to play hard. Already down 8 decay stacks. One more right click. There it is. RR will fall, but once again without losing intelligence. So space created. Mima down bottom.
What?
They dove very hard to the Tiny by the looks of it. You need some heavy magical damage. They really don't have that right now. I guess Void is a decent nuke, so is the Breathe Fire, but it's not going to be enough to bring him down quickly. Meanwhile, up top, go on Lumi. He does have the Tombstone to work with. He wants to throw it out, but he's being silenced now. Up to just try and run away instead. And okay, turning around for another one.
Decay,
Arcane Crows should not take him out. Ollie with the TP out will be successful. Now the stun onto RR, trying to bring him down to swap out of the Only Slash. They got two slashes off and now the spin to finish up Skimblue. They trade 1-for-1 thus far. James looking for more, but has a lot of mana to work with if he wants to between the stick and the soul rings. But
the T2.
Yeah, okay. The fight actually continues. See a couple of stuns back and forth here with James also coming through. March picks up another tree. Try and use as he pleases, but Ollie looks like he will be the target. But bought enough time for John to come back in and follow up stun. Bring down a Night Stalker. Now perhaps looking for more James. I don't know, he doesn't have a lot of help, but he can turn things around onto the Tiny for a little bit. But now there it is, the Winter's Curse. That's what they were waiting on. They're gonna lose a Vengeful Spirit to that. That's a big deal. James still taking out to the Arcane Curse, and Chuan, he wants some revenge, and he'll get it with that chakra and play hard in the middle of it too. So starting to stack up intelligence. Plus 10 in total there. New creeper coming in. We'll take care of that soon. Now okay. There was a hero there for like a second. Then there wasn't. Now they should be able to bring down a tower, right? Meanwhile, mid though. Looking for some trades, perhaps. Signs up on the silencer. Ironically enough. RR doesn't actually get up to the high ground. Then plenty of rotation from GeekFam. Turning things around to get the Undying. They're gonna get the Tombstone too. Another sort of go to swap back. They're looking for more. They're looking to find James. Another toss back into the tower. Into not extra control for Molly because he doesn't have it, but March provides himself 4 heroes and
tanking this tower and
still
just doesn't
16 minutes in. Yeah, he really does. 20 stacks are more than enough. Even through the spin, through the silence. He will stand that for a while. The Avalanche will still connect onto Gabby. He does have the Omnislash available, but he cannot get it off. The Global Silence to give them that covering fire just in case. And Lumic, well, can throw down a Tombstone, but what does it really do at this point? Just gonna get right clicked down by Chuan. It's starting to drop a little bit lower now than he would maybe like.
He really doesn't want to die here. He just
got the toss back again! Seen that in the game 1? Was it game 1? Was it? Yeah, it was game 1 too on March, wasn't it? Or was it the early series? I'm not sure, but yeah.
Got the
TP. Oh, just out of range. Oh, James the Shadow Blade initiating onto the silencer, trying to burst him down, burst on the easy targets first, and they do that. Now the multicast stun though onto him from Ollie. Skimblue coming through, around that extra bit of damage here. Gabby dropping lower and lower. Now March coming through with the Avalanche toss. Don't have damage here. No, doesn't look like it. At least not for Gabby, but they already brought down James. Now swap back Gabby with the Omnislash. That's a good amount of damage being done in return, but it's not enough to bring anyone down. They're all huddling together. GeekFam with the power of friendship. They secure more and more kills. Double for Chuan and Lumic, he's in the middle of that too. Another Avalanche does get the ultimate off on a Raging Potato. Again, not enough to kill anybody. I'm not sure who that was on. But the train is still rolling, Mr. V. They lost one hero. A single hero.
It was Ogre, so I want to say like it's all Ogre now, but he's the one that's dead, so it's not necessarily the best pun to use.
He's helping out. Look at these trees. I mean, it's not punching very fast, but he's punching very hard. So to get the tier 3, death time is it's not even 20 minutes into the game. So death timers aren't that high either, so they can't actually go for the racks.
Yeah.
Turns out 5 people can still kill Timbersaw somehow, and okay, they continue forward here, and Tombstone is down in the tier 1 tower. Thinking about trying to get rid of it, but Ollie, well, caught in a bad position now. Throws on the stun, avalanche. Then they can go for a toss, but at this point you'd just be tossing a zombie. Maybe just toss Night Stalker into your teammate. Alright, that'll also work. Meanwhile in front though, Xuan, he's right back with the Bloodstone. Back to 14 charges, but great enough chaos to get the avalanche to interrupt the TPs. So they still make a 2-4 trade out of it.
I'll take that as tribute.
We are initiating on you. You're not doing anything against it. Period.
I'll take that.
Gabby's working towards an item against that, but the rest of the team, I guess BKB and Knights. Oh, they see Raging Potato. Oh man, it's need actually a bit of more damage here. Yeah, this Xuan, he doesn't care.
Yeah, no cares in the world.
Fine guys, I got it. I just dived tier 3.
Juggernaut's mid. There's a DD, so if he spots this, maybe they can get a good fight. But he'll probably just spin down this wave and try to come back to fight.
Well, that's a cooldown.
James has no mana and didn't have TP, so he's taking forever to get back. And same thing with Juggernaut. He's just choosing not to come back.
Back on Lumic. This looks so easy right now.
Their cores just aren't coming back to fight. They're just doing their own thing. They think they can't fight at this point in the game.
Oh, just the 3 racks, and I can't really fault them. Raging Potato just coming back now, and the one way they turn this is with a really good Windows Curse, so just everything stacking up into this Windows like that. So toss here into the Windows Curse. Ogre match, I will not die to that, but fairly close. Because of Execration, will be able to finish that one off. So they're getting a few things here and there. Gabby also got the Omni Slash to play hard. To finish up these supports is top of the Timbersaw. Bloodstone now down to 11 charges.
The Dire haven't actually invested the time into taking down these shrines yet. And I think they should definitely do so, especially with Aegis.
Something that we've seen teams put less priority in on. I'll just bring down these shrines.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're still not entirely
It's a change
sure
of positioning too, right?
Oh, yeah. Smoked up, looking for a kill. Down bottom, it's very vulnerable set of racks, obviously, especially with top lane being the one that they claimed earlier. So, top lane, of course, very far away. If you see someone responding to this, it's gonna take a while for them to come down to the bottom, certainly. Swap back and Raging Potatoes. Don't want to commit for this. They have the Aegis and Vengeful Spirits, so they don't really care too much either. Trying to bring down a Tombstone on a half health, play hard, should be able to finish it off now, unless there's some heals, but not available. Now John in the middle of that. On top of the spin, Gabby does have the Omni Slash available in a couple of seconds. They need to control him up a little bit more. There's no global silence, just been used. Execration still in a decent spot, but they've lost James, which is the big one. Xuan, well, he's even bigger. With the Chakram on the side, trying to fly into the trees. Unable to do so, now 3 heroes down without buyback. Have GeekFam done it?
Yeah, this is over. They've just rolled over Execration in this game. The Timbersaw pick, absolutely doing amazing work this game, destroying DK in the mid lane, and they just, with a poor performance on Juggernaut, they've just outperformed them.
Yep. Well, here we are. Lumic able to stay alive a little bit longer, but they're up against Mega Creeps. The Global Silence comes back off, and they have plenty of damage for this one. And Gabby, he threw out the Omni Slash trying to do something, right?
He landed on a siege creep and it just died. And then he got like 3 slashes of the 9 off.
Oh no.
Oh, interesting that they're sticking around to play a little bit longer here.
Well, gonna get that kill on the Silencer, but they're gonna pay that with the Wyvern Sword at the very least. Scambaloo just man-fighting into the spin from Gabby, so we realize, maybe not. If the rest of the team, the Avalanche will catch both of these heroes. The dead body tossed onto the Night Stalker.
GG.
GG, well played indeed. Not what I expected, but kudos to GeekFam. Very solid play. That, as you mentioned, a killer instinct game number 1. Just going for the win when they knew they could. Punching numbers into the calculator, seeing that happy face that come out. It comes out. In game 3, so really good draft, and